The guy you see jumping over that tree stump loves building shelters in the forest. Whenever he finds the perfect spot, he grabs his shovel and starts digging according to his plan. The soil here is mostly sandy, so he digs down quite fast. Yes, the ground is a bit loose, but for Xiaoji, who has years of forest experience, that's not a big deal. He digs deep trenches around the site to make the ground firm, then presses the soil tightly to make it solid. Moving forward, he leaves space for the door first, so it'll be easy to go in and out later. To make sure the house gets enough light and fresh air, he plans 2 windows. Using tree branches, he builds the window frames and makes holes on both sides so the windows can open and close smoothly. To prepare the roof, he splits the poles placed on both sides of the door and puts a thick log across them. Since the ground inside can get cold and damp later, he cuts thin wooden planks and lays them neatly on the floor. This not only makes the place look smart, but also keeps mud away when it rains. Next, he goes into the nearby forest and finds a perfectly straight and smooth log. He cuts it to the right size and carries it back easily. You can probably guess this is going to be his bed, where he'll rest at night. Living alone in the forest can sometimes be a little boring, but luckily his neighbor is a playful groundhog that keeps him entertained. From the leftover wood, he builds a table, drills holes on top, fixes 4 sharp wooden legs, and sets it up so he can eat or read comfortably at night. Now it's time to give the roof its final touch. For extra strength, he places wooden beams across it and ties every joint tightly with rope. Finally, he decorates the edges a little, adding a touch of style to life. He covers the roof with green moss, giving the whole place a fresh and natural look. He also fills the gaps between the logs with moss to block the cold night air. But the roof still seems a bit weak against rain, so he cuts the roots of an old pine tree, ties one end with rope, connects the other end to a big tree, and tightens everything using a pulley. Just a light twist, and the roots fit perfectly in place. These wide roots help block wind and rain. Then, he fills all the cracks again with moss. Xiaozhi quickly makes a large door, drills holes on the top and bottom to fix it properly, and covers it with green moss to block the cool breeze. The shelter is now so strong and well camouflaged that no one could easily find it. Inside, he sets up his old stove and builds a small chimney for the smoke to escape. Then he lights a fire to test it. As the room fills with warmth, he takes out his food supplies from his bag and starts cooking in a pan. Just eating plain food might be boring, so he also keeps fruits and vegetables. He arranges them beautifully on bread, rolls it up, and eats it happily. Eating in the forest really does taste better than eating at home. After finishing his meal, he spreads his blanket, sits back, and wishes that everyone watching from the other side of the screen gets a peaceful, cozy night's sleep.